Hello everyone, Nightlight here, and today we're gonna do something that I told you that I will do in the future, and is explaining to you why they cut trees in the forest like this, and it's a bigger one as soon as I'm gonna continue. As I told you, there is a reason behind it. I went to look out for it so I can explain to you why they are doing this. And the reason they are doing this is for the trees to breathe more, and if the trees are near the path and it's dangerous, they cut them off too. For dangerous for us, I mean, that we are working in this. Usually in the forest you will see something like this. A lot of trees, but they are so close to each other so they cannot breathe. So another reason they are doing this is for the trees to breathe more and more sun can get to them. Look at the other side. Now you can see from this side that they have already cut woods, that it's much more clear space for the trees. So for them they call it forestry work. This usually happens around October and March, and the reason behind that is because at this time of the year the trees are asleep. Their sap isn't flowing inside, so when you cut them they are not rotting off. One more reason they are doing this in this time is because no reproduction happening, no animals are on the trees, birds and so on, so there is less danger of harming the animals. They love the forest, they love the nature, and when I say no reproduction or nothing, it means no nest are in the tree. They usually pick up the trees they are going to cut if they are rotten, if they are really close to the road and there is a danger of rain for the tree to fall. One more reason is that they are doing this in this time of the year because the soil is much more harder, so they don't damage it this much. Even now that I passed in the beginning, there was a tractor that it was doing the job, and if you do this in summer, it's probably gonna sink in and you're gonna damage the soil of the forest. So this is not a random cutting. They call this sustainable forestry. They have a name for it. I'm telling you, nothing is random here. And of course, I don't know if I have to mention that this is controlled by the local forest services. Some of the wood are used in construction, some other for furniture, some other for firewood, because it's Switzerland and it's cold, it's winter. So nothing goes to waste. Of course, nothing goes to waste. So that is the reason that they are cutting down trees. I just stop here just to show you how you can understand that from summer you are getting close to winter. Look, do you see all these leaves? You can understand it from the tree too. So I told you I will explain you the reason, because even for me, around this time I was seeing trees cut down and I was like, I know there is a reason, but I have to find out what it is. So if you see this around October and March, you know that is landscaping and not something else. And it makes sense because if you go to the forest here, you can understand that the way that they are growing up, they need some help. You have to take care of the nature, because if you don't, it can take revenge, and it has already done actually to the humanity, if you think of it. Because as humans, let's go to this trail. Sorry that I stopped. I will continue, but look, it's really narrow, so let's try it out. So as humans, as I was saying, what we are doing, we are going to one place, we take advantage of everything we have around, and we are not thinking what we are gonna do if everything of the resources that we have around finish up. So what we are doing, we are going to the next place that has more resources, take them out too, and so on. So this is how we destroy the whole, Earth actually. The way though that they are taking measures now for you to take care, let's say, of the environment by plastic bags and then the plastic straws. Bro, that's like 0 point something percent of what you can actually do. You are not talking about cars. They say, oh, electric is, the future. What kind of future? Do you know how this works? Where are they taking energy from? From the sun? Are you crazy or something? Bro, people that make money, they will always take advantage of the nature and the earth. And they will not stop them. They will stop us from doing things. But stopping us from stopping the people that actually have the power and they have, the big, not constructions, but the people that actually doing the most harm to the nature, they will not touch them. They will just say to us, don't do this, don't do that. For them, everything is okay. That's the sad part. You maybe hear some noise. It's because from my right side, it's the road. I'm really close to the road. So that's from there. I don't know, guys. We have come to a time that people are actually so much deep in sleep that they don't see what's going on around them. They really do believe what the television is saying, what the radio is saying, and so on. And those places are the places that you actually have to be careful twice of what you are hearing. And for the first time, you are not gonna see a different view from here, let's say. I will try to keep it in one side because it doesn't look good to me when I change hands. And if you wonder if you can go inside the forest here because you always see me in some kind of a path, let's go inside and see. The reason you are not going is, okay, here is good, but some of the places you can see that because a lot of leaves are coming up now, your feet are actually getting soaked in. You cannot go in a straight line because there are trees, but you can go inside the forest and walk normally. But when you record like me, it's better if you take the path, and most people do that because some of them are running, some others want to think, so they don't have the mind on where they're stepping on. So it's much better if you take the path. I actually don't know in what part of the town I am right now. I'm just walking inside the forest, and you know how it goes. If I get lost, I get lost. I open the GPS and I find my way out. It's not a problem. I covered you on why they are cutting all the trees. If you have any questions, you can ask down below in the description. Into the future, trust me, there are more stuff to come. When I see, more people liking on what is going on here, I will continue. Right now we have uploaded 3 videos. We don't have a lot of views. I don't see no comments. So it's kind of, hard for me to understand if people actually like what I'm showing here. That's the reason every time I'm telling you, comment in a video, say something that you want to know, because this is what gives me not only motivation, but it's like telling me I like what I see, I want to know more, something like this. And of course I will show more. So I'm taking a way out of the forest, as you can see here. I hope I covered everything. If not, it's alright. Is this a way out? Because I think I'm going in a house. Okay, let's check. Let's just go down, but no, I think it's a house actually. Damn, they have a house and it's setting up in a forest? Okay, that got me interesting. If it's a house, we're gonna turn back and find another way out of it. But I see a lot of houses and not road. So I think we are heading in someone's backyard. Or not. Because, look. But I see the road continues. The path, I mean, sorry. No, bro, I think. Damn. Is this actually a house? Wait. Oh no, you are actually heading up in the road. I was like, I'm gonna go in someone's home and be like, hello everyone. But no, you end up in a parking space, I guess, in someone's, backyard, but you are not inside his property. You are in the road. Pretty cool. So that was all from me. I'm gonna find my way home. I hope you learned something today because I didn't do anything crazy. I just explained you something that I saw and I was interested about. If you have any suggestions on what you want me to do in the future, you can write them down. If you want to go anywhere, I have already told you, but I'm telling you again, so you have that in mind. Bro, look at this house. That's gorgeous, bro. Very beautiful. Almost inside the forest. You can just take 2 steps and you are inside the forest. That's crazy. Because I lived in the city and I never had that. So I hope everyone has a nice day. Stay strong mentally and physically. And I see you on the next one. Take care. Ciao.